In this video, I'm going to show you how to add the daily progress report for Tier 2, or the DPR, to your home screen of any Apple or Android device. Once you've got your device, you want to go ahead and go to a browser. In this case, it's Safari for Apple or maybe Chrome for Android. You're going to put in place the URL at the top. This is dwweb.aisd.net/tier2. So that is the URL that we'll be using to take you to the daily progress report system. Once you click and go there, you're going to come up with this screen that says a missing authority. That's okay. It's just checking to make sure you're signed in as an AISD employee, that nobody else can access this information from the students. Each day you'll have to sign in one time, and then it should be signed in for the rest of the day. So this screen will pop up every time you start, the first time you start, before going to it throughout the day. After you click continue, you'll sign in using your AISD credentials. In this case, mine are saved in here, and I can move forward. And then it's going to take you to a nomination form. And the nomination form is a tool we'll be using in Tier 2, but it's not what you want to access on a regular basis. So we want to go ahead and select that Go to DPR button up here and make sure that you're able to go to that page. Now, the DPR, or Daily Progress Report page, if there are students, in this case I have none, there would be pictures of each student in this location, and you'd be able to select that student's picture and then score whether or not they met the expectation for the day during that time period. This is the page that you want to pop up every time that you click on the icon on your home screen. So you're going to go down to the bottom where it has this little box with an arrow on an iPhone, and you would click on that button, and it's going to pull up some options. On this, you want to go to the Add to Home Screen, so a little plus sign with a square around it, so that you can add it to your home screen. Once you select that button, it's going to let you label whatever that icon is going to be on your home screen. In this case, I'm going to use DPR Tier 2. And that's what I'm going to label. So I'm going to click Add up in the corner. And now on my home screen, I'll have the DPR Tier 2 show up here. And I can access that regularly. So let me move it over here, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I'll go ahead and put it in here. I'm going to click on it. It's going to take me directly to the screen where I'll see my students. So I exit out of that, and the next period, again, I can click back on it, and I'm back to the picture of my students to where I can score them on a regular basis. This makes it really convenient to be able to go in and out throughout the day. It makes it very efficient for teachers to do this work. So that's where you would be able to do it on an iPhone. So I'm going to show you on an Android. I don't have an Android, so I'm going to use a video I found on YouTube to kind of show how to add an icon to a home screen. But you would follow the same process on an Android using that same URL, and everything would work the same. So on an Android phone, you would click on the Chrome button and pull up your browser. And again, putting in the URL. In this case, I think we're going to have Facebook is what they're putting on here. So you'll put in your URL, which would be dwweb.aisd.net/tier2. It'll take you to that screen, and it's going to say that missing authority again. You're going to sign in. Now on the Android, the piece that I want to point out is that right up here in the top corner, it's going to have these little dots. Instead of the little arrow like iPhone does, you would go ahead and click on those dots, and it's going to drop down a menu for you. And on the Android, you're going to look at Add to Home Screen. So you want to add to home screen, and it's going to do the same thing where you're able to name it whatever you want. So I named it in the other one DPR Tier 2. They're just using Facebook for the example here. Once you have added that, it'll be on your home screen, and so you can go to your home screen, and that icon will show up right up here, and it would be your DPR Tier 2. You could click on that throughout the day and be able to score students on their daily progress reports.